Okay. So you keep maintain then the hybrid solution is also an option before they moving to forward to the cloud.
Yeah, we wanna, I mean, as much as possible, we would like to have the market to go into the cloud, but unfortunately, the data center is not in Indonesia just yet. As I
Yeah.
mentioned, the closest one would be in Singapore. So if that's okay with the customer in Indonesia, we could go ahead and then utilize that data center. But if you have concern with the regulatory, we could approach a hybrid solution. So FYI, Cisco is still investing on the on-prem solution as well.
I see. Uh, you mentioned Bu Endang about CISCO solution. I know that the solution is Webex contact center. So why not Cisco contact center but Webex contact center? Just a curious question, yeah. Okay.
That's a good question. So this is my personal view. It is under collaboration. It is under WebEx collaboration. So
I
it's
see.
part of WebEx, a
So
group.
more easy to collaborate because Webex already a well-known solution for the communication solution. Is it right?
Definitely. So it is well tightly integrated into WebEx calling, WebEx meetings. So the contact center, Cisco contact center users could enjoy all those functionality as well that is within WebEx.
I see. Okay. Thank you. How about Justin? Why the name is CX1?
Right. So no, like Cisco came from a collaboration background. For us, we come from a customer experience.
As
So we talk about one experience across. So it's a CX1. Yes.
So this one customer experience for
One
everyone.
platform for one experience, because when you talk about customer experience, the worst experience that you can deliver is a disjointed experience, because you don't want your customer reaching you on one channel, let's say a chat, and then when they call in, the agent is talking to them, they're like, I already explained to you on the chat, why do I have to repeat myself? And end up the agent is the one suffering because they are facing all the complaint and the actual customer. So you want a platform that can support a seamless customer journey across all the different channels and give a 360 view of the customer as well.
So let me just add, Pak Andi,
thank you.
towards Justin. So all that advanced features like a continued customer journey, a one full customer journey, it's already been built in WebEx Contact Center, right? You don't have to do that much customization. The feature is there. Like if the customer is jumping from one channel to another, that data is there, so the agent is going to be easy to anticipate the query, right? Better. So yes, it doesn't sound like it is new. You could have it in on-prem solution as well, but I think as you all know, with the on-prem solution, you need to do a lot of customization, a lot of custom integration to all those other parties. So the cloud-based solution is what Justin is saying. This is probably NICE has this as well. Those features are already been built in that platform. You could just utilize it. And for Cisco case, if you want to get into the hybrid solution, that features is available as well.
I see. Thank you, Bu Endang. Maybe I can ask about that. Do you think that omni-channel become the driver to cloud contact center?
Absolutely, Pa. And, based on some of the research that we've seen and with some of the analysts that we worked with, you see a very large number of consumers. I think the numbers are up in the range of about 82% prefer using an omni-channel way of communicating with a brand before actually calling in. So we have to evolve, and businesses have to evolve as well, because omni-channel things like chat, web, email, bots are becoming the predominant way in which consumers are engaging with customers. And we see that across the board, whether it's customers from the BFSI industry, regardless of the industry, we see this change. Some industries are changing much faster than others, but it's definitely a time when organizations are changing. Hence the reason why it's such a big topic, not only in Indonesia, across the region as well.
And how NICE overcome the challenge about that?
To Justin's point,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, to Justin's point, we have a flagship product, CX1, that basically brings together all these different requirements of organizations and consumers. And as we go through our presentation today, we'll give the audience on the session a bit of a sense on how we actually address that and how we actually accomplish that goal.
I see. It seems that you are all ready to make presentation. How about if we start the first presentation?
All right.
Okay.
So with
Want to
that
go
said,
first?
give me a second. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We give 10 minutes for them to present, and after that, participant can ask question all about the solution. And after that, Bu Endang will present as well. And we have some, but if you have a question during the presentation, please be free to write the question, and we will be ready to answer the question. Go ahead, ask.
All right, awesome. So Justin, I believe my screen should be up to the audience and everybody on the call.
Yes, looks good.
Okay, awesome. So again, good morning, everybody, and thank you for taking time to join us on the session today that Pa Andy and the team have scheduled and organized for us. Again, by way of, I think I've got a pop-up. I just want to close that. By way of introduction, my name is Ashram Sami, and as mentioned, I'm the NICE sales manager looking after Indonesia. Sorry, I keep getting a pop-up. I look after Indonesia and a few of our key strategic accounts. And Justin's a familiar face that's joining me today, and Akshay as well. So he'll be participating in our Q&A session that we have a bit later. Please note there's no need for any screen captures of the presentation. My QR code is up, and most of you have my contact details. So feel free to reach out to me at any point. I'll be more than happy to share the slide deck and a bit more details and information with you. As many of you know, NICE is a truly global organization. We are headquartered in the US and listed on NASDAQ with 37 global offices to serve organizations around the world. We have a world-class contact center and have been in this space for the past 18 years. So we really have deep roots within the contact center cloud industry as well. We have been dominant in this region, and analysts believe what we have to say, and they believe we're relevant as well. We are a market leader, recognized by several global analysts, and have the accolades and certifications for that, with more than 40 awards and leadership rankings to our name. These are certainly changing times, as we've had in the introduction discussion with Pa Andy a short while ago, and this was highlighted and emphasized on. Our world has been changing at an accelerated pace, and customer experiences will change even more in the next 3 years than they have in the previous 15 years. So we're living through expedited cycles of technology and innovation adoption, and leading to this constant creation of new consumer expectations. And with these changing needs, we see this widening gap between consumer expectations and the company's ability to holistically address the end-to-end consumer journey. So at NICE, we think it's time to bridge this gap and provide organizations with a world-class solution that can really bridge the gap and these needs and drive exceptional customer and consumer experiences. We call this approach CXI, Customer Experience Interactions. So CXI is a new category that we've established at NICE because contact center as a service alone does not properly describe what we do. CXI, Customer Experience Interactions, covers all customer engagements, including those that happen outside of the contact center. So when you think about CXI, think about your website, think about enterprise mobile apps, think about customer portals and social media messaging platform like Facebook and WhatsApp, right? So at its core, CXI done well is really the fluent management of all interactions and really unifies the customer, agent, and brand experiences on one single framework, and CX1 is the platform to take you there. NICE CX1 delivers a complete CX solution that creates exceptional experiences for every step of the journey. And it's the only one in the market today that's a unified platform and accounts for the entire CX ecosystem, addressing the needs of consumers, agents, and brands. This is how NICE CX1 delivers and completes the solution that creates exceptional experiences for every CXI journey in today's world. So at its core, it includes 5 main pillars of solutions and capabilities that are all interconnected and together form the world's most comprehensive set of CXI offerings. So taking care of customer journeys end to end, while embedded with our CX purpose-built AI, and all based on our leading open cloud native platform. CX1 offers the most CX applications in a single unified platform, providing both breadth and depth of advanced solutions that cover the entire range of today's customer, agent, and brand needs, from solutions that meet consumers proactively on their preferred channels through journey orchestration and power self-service capabilities, while at the same time preparing and empowering our agents and also providing world-class WM solutions. So CX1 really offers the most inter-app workflows. So the whole notion of suite form, and many on the call have heard this concept of suite form. The whole notion of suite form is the idea of a single unified platform that is also suite-based, so that applications can be informed by one another in real time as well for analysis purposes. So let's dig a bit deeper into some of these foundational pillars. With entry points, not only can you empower your customers with a smart start to their journey, wherever their journey begins, whether it's on the web, on their mobile device, or inside your app, with CX1, you can also drive visitors to your website with improved search rankings for access to knowledge content. So this really increases the adoption of your web self-service, which overall lowers your cost to serve and helps you retain more customers. And what's key is it also converts website visitors into customers by guiding them to the relevant content and offers. As an example, customers that have deployed our solutions and implemented our solutions have seen an average of a 57% year-on-year increase in traffic to their website and a 50% reduction in agent costs. So results like these are really impactful to every organization. Given the limited time we have on today's call and today's webinar, please feel free to reach out to me to go into more detail and look underneath what lies below these successes that our customers have seen. There's a lot of details which I'm more than happy to share with you. The next pillar relates to when you need to master the complexity of today's customer journey. So journey orchestration really covers all parts of a seamless customer journey across self-service and agent-assisted channels. So what you're essentially matching every customer with the best resource every time. And with CX1, you're saving both time and effort as you're using one single platform, the same single platform that has an intuitive interface that allows IT and business users to participate in shaping the overall customer experience. And the result of this can be seen through an 89% improvement on average in response time when CX1 channels and reskilling has been deployed, and an 86% improvement in the average speed to answer. And this really has a massive impact on NPS and customer experience scores as well. Our third pillar covers smart self-service to address the needs of today's changing consumers. And as mentioned at the start of the discussion, what we've seen is that an average of 81% of consumers prefer self-service channels before actually engaging with a voice agent in a contact center. So NICE is the only offering on the market to automate conversational discovery. And what we mean by that is we have the only solution that with intelligent virtual agents can guide consumers and deliver answers based on what they're looking for and why they're looking for it as well. The impact of that translates into a 90% automation containment rate, improvement in automation containment rate, an 80% decrease in repeat tickets, and a 32% reduction in cost to serve. And again, all of these KPIs and metrics can be mapped into strong ROIs that will really show the impact to the bigger and broader business team members. So once the customer journey reaches your contact center, the key is really to have an effective set of tools to create an exceptional customer and employee experience. So where it's tailored to the customer, it also needs to be tailored to your agents and ensure that your agents are informed with context, with the customer journey history, and the relevant knowledge. So that's the power of empowering agents, and that's the power that lies beneath our empowered agents pillar. So as they say, and as we know, happy agents mean happy customers. So a big focus with our CX1 strategy and CXI is ensuring agents are empowered. The impact is an 86% improvement on average in speed to answer, a 70% decrease in end-to-end support lead time, and a 40% decrease in agent onboarding time. The 40% decrease in agent onboarding time has a massive impact and ROI as well, which you can look at in more detail. So when empowering agents with CX1 and our tools and capabilities that lie beneath it, these are the benefits and the improvements a customer can expect. And finally, with CX1, we bring you complete performance, where you have unified those loosely tied together point solutions, and we enable organizations to really drive organizational excellence across the complete journey. So complete performance is really about leveraging data, leveraging smart analytics, leveraging machine learning and AI to determine the optimal drivers to deliver world-class omnichannel customer service with a hybrid workforce in this digital world and changing world and landscape that we are in. The impact, a 50% reduction in abandoned calls, a 53% decrease in average handle time, and a 73% reduction in agent access hours. So for other operational folks on today's webinar session, these numbers are quite impactful, and I'm sure it could translate into massive improvements and savings to your organization and business. So as we've seen, strong adoption across all pillars in many that has really helped organizations transform in this fast-changing landscape to meet the changing needs of today's consumers. So only CX1 provides a complete and comprehensive CX platform covering the entire customer journey, anywhere and everywhere, whether it be across voice channels or across any of your digital channels, and really addressing the foundational needs of today's consumers, agents, and brands. So once again, I thank you for your time today, and we welcome the opportunity to partner together with you and to really dig into more detail on customer experience interactions and getting it right and creating a long-lasting, exceptional customer experience that drives performance, efficiencies, and business success for your organizations. With that said, we'll now open up for short Q&A sessions, and joining me is Justin, Akshay, and Pa Andy.
Thank you, S. Yeah, thank you for the very nice presentation. Of course, you are from NICE, so nice presentation. Yeah. Let me clarify some question. I mean that presentation here. You mentioned a lot of feature of the cloud solution. Is it mean that this is one price for all, or separate different? If they buy something about CX1, so immediately they will have all the features that you explained here.
Our solution is modular. We have a base solution that will quickly get customers and organizations of the start mark, but we generally tend to work with organizations to really understand where exactly their pain points lie, and we create a phase program or model with organizations that will get them to their ultimate goal, starting with step 1 and building up to step 2 and 3, depending on the organization's business needs and requirements. So they could get everything, or they could go through a phased approach with us and focus on areas of importance to them.
So is it mean that you have a several different solution in terms of the package for the CX1?
Yeah, we have one CX1 offering, and underneath it sits various different modules that can be deployed as required and as needed by a customer or organization.
I see.
And maybe, Andy, I can chime in there as well. So our pricing is really simplified, right? If you want to start off with a basic contact center, like what Ash said, then, just go with the simple bundles. If you want to do digital channel, it's possible as well. So it's a all-in-one platform that we have, but you don't have to do it all at once, right? For example, recently we have worked with the customer in Indonesia. They wanted to start off with knowledge as well as Smart Assist, which is our chat. So knowledge and chat. So that has nothing to do with the contact center routing yet. It's just the chat portion to the agent is also possible. So it's very modular, but the platform has everything.
So before the implementation of the solution, you will have assessment what they really need, so you can understand which solution match with their requirement. Is it right?
Yes, certainly. So we do have a team of consultants from NICE perspective. We look at the customer's business requirements, operational targets, if they are interested in reducing cost, for example, cost efficiencies, or they want to improve things like sales conversion. Then we map the right solution for it, or the requirement from the cloud. So we just turn on that module for them.
Okay, thank you.
And I could add a comment there as well, and the key to that is really providing white glove service to the organizations we work with. So really understanding, as Justin's saying, what the actual pain points are, and then building a framework and an engagement model that immediately addresses their business needs, and then scaling up from there.
I see. Do you have what is the requirement for the company to starting with the cloud?
There is no prerequisite. I think ultimately is what the company wants to achieve. So if they want to do, and like what Ibu Nang said, right, a lot of companies have systems already in place today to take care of, for example, the voice and email. But to address the new requirements around social, around messaging, they want to add it on. It's very modular. You go with digital channels first, and then subsequently you decide what else you want to roll out. So we work closely with our business partners to assess the requirements from what a customer actually needs from a business operations perspective. As much as we say, hey, change everything out, sometimes that's not the best approach for organization.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Justin and us. Let's continue with Endang first before we have a lot of discussion with both of you. Okay. Go ahead, Bu Endang, for the presentation. Let's give Bu Endang 10 minutes to present, and after that we can have a very detailed discussion. Go ahead, Bu Endang.
Sure thing, Pak Andi, makasih.
Bisa dalam bahasa Indonesia juga kayaknya.
Indonesia ya. Makasih Pak Andi. Bisa lihat screen saya ya?
Bisa.
Oke, baik. Jadi sesi ini mungkin saya lebih banyak bicara tentang aiming-nya kemana sih, going ke cloud-based contact center ataupun bisa bicara tentang hybrid ya. Tapi satu poin yang saya mau emphasize adalah bagaimana minimize complexity dengan feature-feature advance tersebut ya. Oke. One of the key objektif adalah making sure gaps antara persepsi customer-nya teman-teman sama your company harus di-reduce. Ya, karena kadang-kadang gaps itu berbeda. Contohnya salah satunya adalah baru dapat feedback mengenai contact center anytime pas lagi mereka melakukan survei setiap tahun ataupun setiap 6 bulan, right? With this platform, teman-teman bisa melakukan survei anytime mereka get into the contact center. Ya, nanti saya akan jelaskan bagaimananya. Oke. Tadi seperti dijelaskan gara-gara pandemi, semua jadi harus shifting, ya. Customer experience yang mereka dapatkan melalui buying online banking and traveling website, itu bisnis korporasi di Indonesia mesti keep up, ya, making sure mereka punya customer experience-nya bisa as easy, as informatif as seperti Grab, seperti Gojek, seperti misalnya Tokopedia, right? Karena customer Indonesia sudah terbiasa begitu. Ya, jadi bagaimana teman-teman bisa keep up untuk supaya in par ataupun mengikuti mengikuti mereka punya customer experience solution yang company tersebut berikan. Oke. Dan this is typical problem yang kita coba untuk address. Dan with this platform, your customer nggak usah repeat yourself. Kenapa? Karena si agentnya atau sistemnya akan tahu your historical record. Ya, pas lagi dia bicara lewat WhatsApp, pas lagi mereka bicara lewat email, pas lagi mereka bicara lewat voice, all those history itu bakalan kelihatan di agent desktopnya. Ya, dan di platform ini salah satu differentiator-nya adalah bisa melakukan reach out dengan mudah, ya. Nanti saya akan jelaskan bagaimana mudahnya untuk melakukan reach out atau all those other use cases. Karena kita mau mempunyai solusi yang namanya workflow builder yang low code atau no code. Jadi even contact center manager bisa melakukan different use cases-nya sendiri. So this platform bisa melakukan namanya reach out, proactive reach out ke customer. Maksudnya apa? Supaya customer-nya, kalaupun itu memang informasinya penting, you can reach out to your customer automatically. Jadi mereka nggak usah call ke contact center, ya. Jadi kita meminimize the number of call into the contact center for anything yang customer memang harus tahu. Your customer harus tahu, ya udah kita berikan informasi tersebut, ya. Dengan melakukan drag and drop easily, teman-teman bisa melakukan reach out ke your customer. Artinya pas lagi masuk ke contact center itu hanya beberapa inquiry yang benar-benar difficult, ya. Bukan sesuatu yang yang bisa teman-teman bisa memberikan proactive reach out. Tadi Pak Andi tanya kenapa Webex Contact Center, namanya karena kita coming dari Webex collaboration platform, di mana dengan integrasi berhubungan dengan misalnya dengan meeting ataupun dengan voice, itu bisa berguna untuk teman-teman agent kalau mau melakukan eskalasi ke expertnya. Ini yang saya bilang, solusinya CISCO itu kita masih developing on-prem solution or even cloud-based solution. Ya, teman-teman yang beberapa customer Indonesia sudah menggunakan on-prem solution, they don't have to worry because we are still investing. Ya, even untuk beberapa teman-teman yang menggunakan on-prem solution CISCO, kita bisa memberikan additional value dengan hybrid solution, di mana digital channelnya bakalan based on the cloud. So this is what we are trying to achieve, ya, an end-to-end customer journey, ya. Sebelum your customer harus connect ke contact center, we are trying to do a proactive notification, ya. Nanti bisa your backend application bisa men-trigger platform ini untuk melakukan proactive notification. Salah satu contoh use case-nya adalah untuk reminding them about the payment, reminding them kalaupun ada link yang terputus, ya, sehingga mereka tidak perlu lagi telepon ke contact center, reminding them kalaupun ada something yang mesti dilihat dari sisi transaksi bankingnya, ya. So this proactive notification is something that you could do easily with this platform, ya. Tapi kalaupun customer butuh bicara sama contact center, we wanna make sure we could answer it using self-service as much as possible, ya. For any frequently asked question, why not bisa jawab lewat self-service. Apakah itu berbentuk voice ataupun berbentuk digital channel yang lain. Oke. Tapi setelah itu adalah kalau emang tidak bisa dijawab oleh proactive notification, tidak bisa dijawab oleh self-service-nya, then harus bisa available untuk eskalasi ke agent. So we believe pas lagi masuk ke eskalasi ke agent itu adalah suatu yang sangat kompleks. So we need to make sure we equip the agent dengan konteks dari call tersebut, historical customer tersebut bicara apa aja dengan bisnis tersebut, bagaimana sentimennya mereka, hasil surveinya mereka, kalaupun ever pernah mengisi survei hasilnya kayak gimana. All those information should be available by the agent supaya mereka bisa antisipasi jawabannya dengan baik. Oke. Setelah dari contact center bisa ditanyakan sama customer-nya apakah bisa melakukan survei. Surveinya juga jangan dibuat kompleks, bisa semudah ataupun regular yang biasa misalnya Gojek lakukan dengan 5 stars atau stars ataupun bar yang terlihat tadi. Ya. The other thing adalah karena kita mengerti tentang konteks customer tersebut, you understand your customer behavior ataupun inquiry, bisa melakukan personalized offer. Ini yang saya bilang tadi, contact center itu bisa dibuat sedemikian rupa menjadi revenue generation. Ya, karena kita mendapatkan informasi yang jelas, intelligent information mengenai your customer when they are connecting into the business using contact center. Okay, so we are addressing a full customer journey, ya, dari proaktif sampai ke personalized offer. Mungkin saya langsung menjelaskan tentang beberapa use case ya. Ini adalah agent desktopnya. So as soon as the customer getting ke dieskalasi ke agent akan mendapatkan informasi tentang konteks dari customer tersebut. Ya, informasi mengenai customer bisa didapatkan dari CRM-nya ataupun nanti bakalan ketahuan nanti dari contact history bisa kelihatan mereka itu udah kontak ke contact center itu mengenai apa aja, terus lewat channel apa aja, ya. Nanti kalaupun dia melalui self service, konteks dari IVR-nya itu akan dilempar ke agent supaya agent nggak usah tanya lagi. Udah mereka udah bicara apa aja di self service tersebut. Ya, karena ini adalah omni channel, jadi agent bakalan tahu channel-channel apa aja yang available dalam satu desktop. Oke. Ini adalah informasi mengenai conversation dengan self service yang di bring up ke agent. Pas lagi dia eskalasi ke agent lewat channel apapun juga, ya, either dia digital channel, social media ataupun lewat voice. Itu konteks pembicaraannya lewat self-service atau IVR-nya itu akan diberikan ke agent. Even better, kalau memang ternyata conversation-nya banyak banget, ya bisa dibuat connectivity ke chat GPT untuk men-summary. Ya, pembicaranya tuh ngomongin apa aja dalam cuma beberapa kalimat aja. Ya, jadi agent nggak usah ngeliat satu-satu ngomongin apa aja. Oke. Platform ini juga supporting bot, ya, either itu Q&A bot ataupun task bot, ya. Nanti akan saya jelaskan at the end bagaimana pricing structure-nya. It's very simple, ya. It's an AI-driven conversation di mana agent bakalan dapat platform akan memberikan ready to send respon setelah mereka melihat percakapan sebelumnya. Jadi nanti agent bisa melihat responsnya dan mendapatkan rekomendasi respon dari platform, apakah ini relevan atau enggak, nanti dia tinggal send aja. Ya. Dan yang di sebelah kanan ini adalah customer history. Ya. Mereka akan tahu di historically customer ini udah connect ke contact center melalui channel apa aja ataupun ngomongin apa aja. Ya. Jadi udah support AI. Dia ada features yang available yang sangat handy adalah kadang-kadang suka banyak drop call going ke agent, belum selesai customer-nya tiba-tiba ngedrop. Apakah itu berhubungan sama PSTN-nya ataupun internetnya sehingga mati, akhirnya belum selesai query-nya tapi udah ke drop. Anytime that specific customer calling into the contact center again with using any other channels, nggak usah sama channelnya, platform akan melihat, oh ini customer yang sama tadi yang ke drop, of course identity-nya harus jelas. Dan nanti bakalan dikasih tahu mereka itu udah ngomongin apa aja sebelumnya, ya. Jadi customer nggak usah repeat dari nol lagi apa yang dia butuhkan dari company tersebut. So this feature should be available by the end of this year. Tadi yang saya bilang customer konteksnya is available, even bisa difilter apakah dalam waktu the last 10 days atau the last 30 days this specific customer itu udah bicara apa aja sih sama contact center. Jadi mereka bakalan tahu, oh ini ternyata banyak banget permasalahannya mengenai misalnya password reset ataupun mengenai produk-produk yang lain. So si agent bakalan bisa antisipasi ataupun bakalan ketahuan kalau si customer ini udah pernah browsing ke beberapa website pages-nya, dan itu bakalan kasih inputan ke platform ini untuk ngasih tahu customer behavior yang berhubungan dengan touch point dari company tersebut. So those information is going to be available untuk agent melihat. Seperti saya bilang, apakah last 24 hours, last 7 days, this customer historical is going to be available for the customer. We call it customer journey data. So ini bukan yang something yang harus di custom lagi, tapi this feature is readily available. Dan tidak ada additional charges on this. Yeah. The other thing yang sangat penting buat agent adalah making sure mereka bisa wrap up dengan cepat dan bisa melakukan actionable items. So, ada fiturnya dari agent desktop tersebut bisa melakukan actionable items. Misalnya dia harus mengirimkan email atau harus mengeskalasi ke their backend organization and stuff like that. It should be available just a click away dari agent tersebut. Ya. Yeah. So proactive reach out and then real agent assistant will be available untuk trials. Ini related dengan AI dan knowledge management-nya sehingga si agent bakalan tahu kira-kira dengan conversation dengan customer tersebut si knowledge management-nya, knowledge base-nya itu bakalan menjelaskan apa aja yang bisa dijawab oleh agent tersebut, membantu agent menjawab ataupun melakukan cross sell and upsell. So those information should be available. Karena it is integrated with WebEx collaboration and also Microsoft Teams, agent will be able to escalate to available expert. Ya, ini tightly integration, tidak ada customization tambahan. Kalau teman-teman pakai Microsoft Teams juga bisa diintegrasikan ke Microsoft Teams. Okay, so let me just go. I know. So this is related with workforce management, workforce optimization related with your recording, QM, and WFM. Karena waktunya tidak banyak, jadi saya langsung ke salah satu use case yang saya akan demokan, di mana nanti customer bisa diberikan opsi kalaupun ternyata voice call center-nya, agent-nya itu lagi sibuk.
Welcome to Pharmacy ABC. Please select one of the following options. To request a prescription refill, please press 1. To learn about the status of an existing RX refill, please press 2. The current wait time to speak with an agent is 45 minutes. Did you know you can interact with us via your preferred digital channels? If you would like to refill your prescription via SMS chat, please press 1. To speak with someone, please hold for the next available representative. Great. Look out for a text message from us with additional instructions. And remember, you can always reach one of our chat agents by simply replying chat to this number.
So, dari situ bisa diberikan opsi untuk deflecting call-nya. Bisa melakukan call deflection, ya. Jadi pas lagi dia masuk lewat voice call dan ternyata dia harus nunggu 45 menit dari use case tersebut, diberikan opsi untuk going ke, dari sini case-nya adalah ke SMS, bisa juga ke WhatsApp atau Facebook Messenger ataupun channel yang lain, ya, untuk supaya ada opsi lain. Kalaupun lagi contact center-nya lagi peak, agent-agentnya lagi pada sibuk. So yes, that's a good features. Tapi how do you do it? So di sebelah kiri Anda, ini yang saya bilang workflow builder yang low code no code. Even untuk melakukan call deflection, itu nanti teman-teman cuma bisa melakukan drag and drop aja, ya. Apakah nanti setelah dapat opsi tadi pencet satu, apakah dilempar ke misalnya ke SMS ataupun ke WhatsApp, itu cuma box ini aja yang diganti. Ya, nanti setelah masuk ke SMS dikirimkan SMS-nya dan kalau udah diklik langsung dapetin message-nya apa, itu juga tinggal tambahkan semudah itu di platform ini melakukan different use cases-nya dengan drag and drop solusinya Cisco. Oke. So mungkin terlalu 10 menit terlalu pendek untuk ngomongin ini. Tapi intinya adalah, let me just go back. This is what we are trying to reach, ya. Bagaimana customer-nya teman-teman bisa dijawab inquiry-nya, apakah itu melalui proaktif, notification, apakah melalui self-service, ataupun pas lagi going ke contact center dengan baik. Ya, dan this platform nggak melulu harus masuk ke agent, ya, bisa dibuat seintelijen mungkin, bisa menjawab dengan all those other automation, ya. Artinya pas lagi bisnisnya teman-teman bisnis dari sisi bisnis company naik, agentnya nggak usah selalu mengikuti growth dari bisnis tersebut. You can tap your agent hanya untuk menjawab inquiry yang susah. So this is what we are trying to achieve dengan Webex Contact Center. Itu aja dulu Pak Andi. Kalaupun ada pertanyaan, maaf, udah lebih dari 10 menit.
Thank you, Bu Endang. Very, very nice presentation as well from Cisco. This is very Cisco presentation, not very nice because from Cisco. But it's good to understand that you have low code and no code solution. So that's is very good. Let me check with you. Same question with the nice, do you have a different package for the customer in terms of all the solution or how?
Oke, so untuk contact center-nya sendiri itu hanya 2 license, ya, standar atau premium.
Oke, standard and premium.
Right. Standar itu untuk voice, email, sama web chat. Kalau yang digital channel sama yang social media itu pakai premium. Supervisor juga pakai premium. Tapi on top of that, for any interaksi lewat digital channel itu ada per usage charges. Apakah dia melakukan bot, apakah nanti dia bicara lewat structured communication, itu ada usage charges-nya. Sama seperti kalau bicara sama WhatsApp. Nanti ada platform charges, Webex platform usage charges, dan juga kalau pakai WhatsApp nanti ada back-to-back WhatsApp charges. So dari sisi license-nya cuma 2 itu, dan plus usage charges. Cuma itu aja.
So with all the that's kind of features you mentioned, that only 2 package, standard and premium.
Untuk contact center.
Okay, for the contact center, yeah. So for all the solution, totally no hardware. So no hardware, it just license.
Yes, itu those licenses hanya untuk Webex Contact Center. You need the hardware if you need to connect to your misalnya voice gateway.
Oh, voice gateway, yeah.
Nanti konekin ke existing voice gateway-nya.
So
Dan,
connect the telecom.
Ya, supaya nanti kalaupun ada teleponi itu bakal terminate-nya di lokal, bukan di luar negeri.
Iya, iya, iya. How about if the company it's mean that they have different site location. Let's say they have in Jakarta, Yogyakarta, Semarang, and so on.
Ya,
So
sorry terusan Pak, maaf.
So how your solution to provide to them?
So dengan company yang with different branches, biasanya kita mesti tanya contact center-nya ada di mana. Kalau cuma satu atau dua, then we follow those. Biasanya gateway-nya bisa centralized ataupun bisa di beberapa tempat tersebut. Nanti kita bakalan bicara sama telco-nya, make sure that number is going to be redirected into different cities ataupun different gateways, right? Yang kita identify adalah gateway-nya untuk bisa connect ke cloud-based contact center-nya.
Okay, thank you. Bu, I curious to ask about you mentioned about the WFM quality. It's part of the nice solution. I mean that whether this is provided by CISCO itself or you collaborate with others.
Yeah. So for WFO, WFM, we are supported by Solution Plus, right?
Solution.
We actually work with NICE as well, but there are we have few options, right? NICE is one of them, and then Ferint, and then Calabrio. Those three.
So you collaborate with those three solutions, yeah?
Yes, yes. Yeah. And for that, just to be open with you, there's going to be additional license for those recording.
Oh, okay. So additional license, but on cloud as well.
Yes. Well, it doesn't have to be cloud. We can have we can have it as a hybrid. So the proposal that I've proposed to one of the opportunity here, just to make sure that the recording is going to be within Indonesia. Yeah. So we provide WebEx contact center, but then the recording is still within that company. It's Indonesia, within Indonesia. Jadi hybrid. Jadi WebEx contact center, tapi recordingnya ada di kantornya.
Yeah. You mentioned in your presentation about the historical your conversation with the customer. How do you storage the conversation history? Do you put it in the cloud, or customer has to prepare the server for the storage?
We keep some of the historical data, right? But very bare minimum, just making sure that we have some highlights. But all those details, we usually push it into CRM.
I see.
Yeah, push it into their CRM, customer CRM for all those details, because we are not a CRM company.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the use case yang powerful juga, ini very simple. Ya, kita nggak ngomongin ke yang berhubungan sama channel-channel di contact center aja. Contohnya customer, misalnya untuk help desk ya, customer ada masalah sama password pas lagi dia going ke website customer tersebut ya.
Yeah.
Ada masalah sama password. Contact center bisa di-trigger datanya. So as soon as that particular employee connect ke contact center, si agentnya bakalan tahu ini bakalan berhubungan sama password, karena ada instances yang kita tahu yang related dengan password gitu loh. Jadi bisa seantisipasi itu, nggak usah nanya-nanya lagi. Oh, Bu Endang ada masalah sama password ya, nanti saya bantu. Kayak gitu.
Okay, thank you, Bu Endang. I think we invite as well Justin and us to have more discussion. Okay. Hello, you are
We're back.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it seems that Bu Endang already explained about her solution about the CISCO, and let me check about the both of you. I mean, NICE and CISCO as well. I think because of the cloud, of course, you all of you mentioned about data analytic. Yeah. So how you give advance of data analytic of the cloud solution? Maybe start with Justin or us before back to Bu Endang. Yeah.
Sure, Pak Andy. Data analytics, Ash, that is right up your alley. I'll let you take it away.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Sure. So, Pak Andy, when we talk about data analytics, whenever we work with organizations for digital transformation programs, data analytics and interaction analytics is always the recommended starting points, right? Because that really helps us understand what our customers are saying and what are they thinking. It also helps us understand as an organization which are the digital self-service points we need to focus on, or where the pain points are, right?
I see.
So that is, I would say that is step one in the process. And they're both cloud offerings for interaction analytics, as we call it, or on-prem, right? And the reason why we transition to interaction analytics, because our platform for analytics, truly omnichannel, owned by NICE, we support multiple languages, and being a truly omnichannel platform, we can do analytics across all of your channels. So whether it's voice, text, chat, email, we can provide insights from all of those different channels. So we treat audio and text in the same way. So no difference between them. And that's our approach to data analytics, yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned about this is what Bu Endang say regarding historical data, yeah, of the interaction of the customer. So you evaluate also the interaction with the customer and with your data analytic. Is it right?
That's correct. And when we look at data analytics and we talk about data analytics, generally it's always historical data, because when you're driving a business use case like customer satisfaction, operational efficiencies, you don't really need to focus too much on the real-time aspect of an interaction. So historical data is what we use, and that drives the use cases. So when we work with organizations, the key is really understanding what is the business use case that we're focusing on. So once we know what we're focusing on, whether there's generally 5: customer satisfaction, sales effectiveness, compliance, operational efficiency, or agent efficiency as well, right? So once we know what's the use case we're focusing on, we then drive the whole analytics program to achieve those outcomes and then build a ROI on top of that.
So with your cloud solution, do you analyze also the voice composition of the agent?
Absolutely. So with with our contact center cloud solution, we able to analyze voice, chats, and emails, truly omnichannel. So we cover all channels, not only voice. Yeah.
Including video.
Including video. That's correct.
I see. Thank you. Back to Bu Endang. What is your...
So the emphasis on analytics, like intelligent information, is presented by AI solution, right? How we could get all those information about customer journey, those historical reports, making sure that also in terms of the operation, this AI analyze the data, operational data, to understand even not just the right agent, but making sure that agent is not exhausted, right? You go into that next level, right? So that feature should be available in early next year. So we are go beyond on just providing analytic into the contact center operational or even the customer history, but giving some advices what's going to be the best approach on with the information that we gathered, right?
Okay.
Just to probably add in, with those analytics, we could probably do different type of use cases, right? As I said, you could reach out to your customer automatically, proactively, right?
Yeah.
Even with this platform, you could initiate a feedback, a survey automatically. You could initiate an OTP if you need to do what you call that, clarification or authentication. So these features are inherently available in this platform.
Yeah. It's mentioned in us presentation about this analytic can help reduce agent induction training. Yeah. So what do you think? How it help? Is it mean that the agent competency requirement is less because of this analytic, or something else? Go ahead.
Sure. So, Andy, from a NICE perspective, the way our solution works, there's several out-of-the-box capabilities that help us drive efficiencies with agents, right? So immediately we can see the sentiment of all our interactions, and we can see for all calls or interactions that have a positive sentiment, what are the topics or phrases that our good performing agents are saying versus the poorer performing agents. So we immediately know what areas to focus on for training. So using analytics, we can really zoom into the exact pain point of that particular agent, right? And give very focused training. So that's one way of doing it. Another way how we actually leverage the platform for training or analytics for training, when we do 100% of quality automation, basically what that means is the system, the platform is going to evaluate every single interaction of that agent, not random sampling. So we give you a holistic view of that agent's performance across all interactions. So you can immediately see where his weaker or her weaker areas are. And then the platform can suggest training and route training and coaching to that agent as well. So it goes back to one of my earlier points that really understanding your customer data, your interactions helps not only improve customer experiences, but also drives an improvement in agent performance as well. And it allows the agents to collaborate back with the supervisor and vice versa.
I see. As Bu Endang mentioned about low code and no code for the workflow solution, whether NICE provided as well the low code for the workflow automation?
Yeah, that's one of the key features of our automated quality program. And basically, it's a simple drag and drop widget that we have within the platform itself. So you basically, within 3 minutes, you don't even need to be an IT developer or business analyst. All you need to know is which interactions you want to identify for evaluations. Once you've identified them, who do you send them to and what's the step? So it's a drag and drop interface, drag and drop widget, low code, no code. Anyone can create a workflow within a minute or two. And that's one of the strong features of our quality automation program.
I see. Thank you. May I back to Bu Endang regarding the implementation stage. What is the requirement of the system integrator to helping the customer to implement the solution? As Justin mentioned that, maybe Bu Endang also mentioned that this has to be fast implementation. How the system integrator like master system involved in terms of the implementation of the cloud solution to the customer?
Yeah, so the local partner makes a very critical roles to make sure that the implementation is going to be completed successfully, right? So they need to understand on if it is something that we are transitioning from the existing contact center, we need to understand on their existing IVR, call flow and stuff like that. And then they need to make sure that they can configure it into the platform, right? But that configuration is the one that we need from the configuration capability is the one that we need from the local partners. And if we need to have some backend integration into any CRM or local other application, that needs to be defined as well, because that could would need more times, right? Unless the identified CRM is something that we've also already identified, that we have the connectors built in already, so it's gonna be faster, right? So those are the two that we need from MSI, one of the partner here, to make sure that it's a successful implementation.
Okay, so you mentioned that the requirement for the system integrator, because they need to integrate with the CRM as well for the contact center to help customer implement their cloud solution. Yeah. So yeah, how about Justin or us?
Sure, Pak Andy. So as you know, with any successful deployment, the business partner is always a key element to it. So there's an element of understanding the customer's environment, which the business partner, if they've worked with the customer long enough, they understand the customer's operation and processes. The other element is in terms of local requirements, including a telco connection, right? So connectivity is key to the contact center. So the business partner typically helps a customer as well as the technology vendor bridge the gap. When we look at the selecting the right business partner, we look at one that has experience in that area. So experience from migrating customers from an on-prem into a cloud platform or cloud technology. And then from NICE perspective, if the partner has any requirements that they are not able to deliver, NICE has capability and resources to support them as well. So we look at it as a very tight partnership in between the customer, the partner, as well as the technology vendor like NICE.
Okay, so most of the time, NICE will be selling to the Indonesian market through the business partner. That's right.
Yes, correct.
And I could add a comment to that as well, Andy. So another important aspect or element of that is the last mile, the white glove service, to ensure that once the technology and the infrastructure is set up, that the customer is actually getting the business value and benefits of the solution and from the solution. So adoption within the organization, and again, focusing on those use cases that they're getting that objective. So from that perspective as well, we generally work very closely with customers as well as partners, coaching and guiding them, holding their hands through the process to ensure the outcomes are achieved. And we see that as being an important step in the process as well.
I see. Actually, who maintain the cloud contact center? Is your business partner or directly by NICE?
Right. So there are two angles to look at it, right? So the interface in between the customer to the technology will be the business partner. Because from any technology vendor perspective, of course, the technology vendor has the capability to provide a deeper level of support, but there's always a level 1, level 2, which may not be related to the technology. It could be other elements in the environment. It could be a customer's network, firewall, things like that, right? Or even the telco connectivity. So you always, or the customer always would want or need somebody to do the triage to identify, okay, where is the actual issue coming from? Then they find the right people to come in. If NICE steps in too early and the issue could be telco related, then we waste a lot of time trying to identify a problem which is not technology related. So that's where we rely on the business partner to provide that level of expertise and support, and they will be the connection back to the customer.
Okay. How Bu Endang mungkin
Sama
komentar.
aja, Pak. Dalam arti, yes, kita bakalan butuh bisnis partner untuk menjadi day to supportnya, ya. Kalaupun ada masalah yang berhubungan sama anything beyond the platform, contact center platform. Tapi untuk yang contact center platform itu di manage by the vendor CISCO untuk WebEx contact center. Jadi all those like patches, update untuk software dan macam-macam, that's done. Itu udah terbentuk sendiri, udah jadi gitu kan. CISCO yang melakukan. So the customer doesn't have to worry, partner doesn't have to worry about it. It's done already by CISCO. Just related with the platform. Tadi yang Justin bilang ada yang related ke anything else yang di luar platform itu. Karena untuk melakukan turn on platform ini harus ada internet connectivity, harus ada backend kalaupun ada integration ke customer application and also ke voice gateway-nya.
So it means that the cloud itself actually managed by CISCO or NICE, yeah. So let me check with you, Amit, that some people mentioned about private cloud and public cloud. So can you elaborate more about this solution, whether you are private or public cloud for the contact center? Justin, you want to start?
Okay, sure, Pak Andy. So when you look at a private cloud setup, it's really nothing more than moving your on-prem infrastructure into a cloud infrastructure that belongs to you. So that's still very much a private cloud. You still face challenges around, okay, how about integration? How about the resiliency? What from a cloud perspective, how do I build my DR strategy, right? So all these things a business still needs to face, but essentially the private cloud belongs to that company. The way, and let's say if we go to commercially it still operates very similar to how a on-prem commercial would work. Public cloud, on the other hand, is like, for example, your mobile lines, right? If you want a feature, you turn it on and you pay per use. That's the beauty of public cloud. You don't have to invest a big capital upfront to turn on any functionality or add on any features. You just activate it from a cloud perspective. From a business continuity, a DR, a public cloud looks after it. And arguably, the business continuity, the DR, and even security, for a public cloud setup, it's more robust than companies can afford to build for a private cloud setup. Because imagine the amount of investment you have to put inside for just your business versus a public cloud is putting in the investment for so many other customers, and it's going to be a lot more robust. Typically, a public cloud has a stronger security controls and measures in place.
Okay, but still managed by NICE, yeah. I mean
Yes,
that
correct.
public
Is managed by NICE or even CISCO for the matter, depending who the vendor is. And to look behind it, there are independent bodies that certify all the security, the DR. There are a lot of protocols, there's ISO protocols in place as well. So all this assures the customer that when they subscribe to a public cloud platform, all these are already being taken care of. So they just worry about the business and what they need.
So your cloud solution based on the Microsoft, Google, or AWS?
Well, arguably it should be transparent to the customer, but today we use AWS. It's a private instance to NICE. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, move to Bu Endang. Any comment regarding that?
Sama Pak, dua-duanya di offer sama Cisco. Tadi yang Justin bilang gitu, kalaupun yang just now that we explain about Webex Contact Center itu lebih ke public cloud.
Public cloud, ya.
Cloud running sekarang ini ada di AWS di Sydney dan sekarang ini akan available di Singapura, yaitu public cloud. Tapi kalau biasa customer yang cukup dia lebih concern dengan security-nya, harus benar-benar tidak multi tenant, hanya untuk dia doang. Then dia asking for a private cloud. We are providing the solution as well, dan di-manage sama Cisco. Cuma of course dari sisi costing is gonna be a lot more karena memindahkan yang on-prem solution mereka ke private cloud dan yang manage adalah Cisco.
Okay.
Sama dengan on-prem solution kalaupun yang public cloud.
Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit concern for Indonesian market for the finance industry, yeah. So can I ask about that? Whether this maybe you have experience out of Indonesia regarding finance industry for implementing cloud. So any comment about this implementation of cloud for finance industry? Maybe starting Bu Endang or Justin?
Or
Ladies first.
or dulu.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Justin.
Okay. All right. Sure. Thanks. Okay. So regulatory requirements are not unique to Indonesia. Every country has their own set of requirements. For example, in Singapore, it's MAS. In Malaysia, it's a Bank Negara, and so on. Right. Of course, Indonesia is OJK. When we look at the requirements set out by the regulators, a lot of time the requirements may be interpreted a bit too extreme, right? So businesses tend to err on the side of caution to say that, hey, the regulators are saying that you can't do this, so we don't do it. But if you look into it, the regulators are not actually telling any business that they can or cannot do things. They provide guidelines and guide rails to the business. A lot of times, and we work with companies and businesses with our partners as well to help them look at the guidelines and to see how we can support the business operations, but at the same time still meeting the regulatory compliance. For example, Ibu Endang mentioned one thing earlier that it's not about the cloud contact center, but it's about the element of customer data that the regulators say this is important and needs to be kept in country. We have strategies around that to deal with it as well, including keeping the recording local. So yeah, what I would advise customers on this call when they look at the OJK regulations, don't just take it at face value. A lot of times I hear customers saying that, oh, OJK says this, but when we look at the regulation or clauses in detail, it doesn't actually say that. And what OJK is saying, hey, if you want to do something, let me know what your plan is and what's the justification. And if it makes sense, we can improve. So we've worked with customers on that before.
I see. Okay. So let's work together to comply the requirement, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, how about Bu Endang?
Sebenarnya benar yang kata Justin bilang, kadang-kadang kita agak parno ya, dan nggak mau membuat resiko. Jadi mau ambil yang mudahnya aja. Tapi welcome untuk teman-teman kalaupun mau diskusi bagaimana data integrity ataupun all those yang security yang dibutuhkan untuk bicara sama OJK, bisa nanti kita bantuin bagaimana solusi ini mungkin bisa di-approve sama OJK. If ada inisiatif untuk bicara ke OJK, feel free untuk kontak saya untuk nanti sama-sama bicarakan bagaimana platform ini flow dari datanya, apa aja yang di-keep di cloud, bisa dibuat supaya ada di Indonesia atau enggak tanpa semuanya di-keep di cloud. Jadi kalau just to be open about this, yang namanya cloud semua conversation harus lewat dari atas terus ke bawah. Ya, pertanyaannya adalah berapa banyak yang di-keep di cloud, oke? Dan berapa lama? Itu sih sebenarnya yang jadi big question mark yang bisa nggak di-approve sama OJK untuk kenyataan tersebut. Karena tidak, walaupun di-keep di cloud, kebanyakan bisa di-delete dan dipindah ke on-prem.
I
Yeah.
see. So we combine the server on-prem solution with the cloud, and you utilize the platform to better delivering services to the customer. Yeah.
At the same time compliant with the government. Tapi I'm managing Malaysia and Philippines as well. Specifically for Malaysia, untuk banking mereka juga butuh on-prem. Mereka bertanya on-prem, mereka masih belum berani ke cloud-based. Tapi di luar itu, vertical market yang lain di luar FSI, mereka udah open untuk yang ke cloud-based.
Yeah, but I think some of the customers are already using the the chatting, WhatsApp, and email based on cloud, and at the same time the voice still on-prem. What is your opinion about that?
That's what I've been telling the customer, informing the customer, right? By the way, WhatsApp started outside Indonesia already, right? And then Twitter as well, and all those social channels, right? So if the solution, all this contact center that is supporting all these social channels still on the cloud, and we could treat the voice within Indonesia, is that something that would be acceptable for the business? So we are trying to be as creative as possible, making sure that yang kita coba eliminate dari solusi ini adalah kompleksitasnya, right? We want to reduce the complexity dengan introducing solusi ini. Tapi kita juga nggak mau dengan supaya comply dengan OJK malah jadi kompleks lagi akhirnya. Jadi counterproductive.
Oh, okay. So it's combination. How about you, Justin? Any comment about that?
Sorry,
So,
I couldn't catch the
it's very difficult question. Wendang said need to be discussed about it. Combined to what is local storage for the some compensation, including for voice communication, but for the email and WhatsApp, yeah, at no choice, we have to have a cloud. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, correct. So if you look at the preferred means of communication today, right, via social, via WhatsApp and all these are cloud technologies anyway. So a lot of data is out there in the cloud coming into the business. So what we look at from managing all these channels is we look at the platform or the contact center that needs to manage this. There shouldn't be a challenge because it's cloud to cloud, right? It doesn't make sense to say that the channels are cloud, but we need to keep everything local on-prem. The key is really the customer data and the recordings that we want to keep it because that's specific to a business. OJK does have a form. It's a SAL SEOJK21. I think there's a specific section around it, Lampiran 2.3.3, that has an application form to say, hey, if you want to deploy technology in the cloud, but you have a strategy to mitigate, then fill in, submit this form and try to get the approval. So it's something that we can work with customers on as well. At the end of the day, the technology solution or strategy shouldn't impact the way business wants to run. It should complement and support it, right? So there are ways to design and to mitigate the challenges.
I see. So it's mean that this need to be more communication with the customer regarding this issue, yeah. So
yes.
Yeah, just in terms of the how to prove to the OJK regarding this is the best way to implement the cloud contact center solution for Indonesian
Yes.
market. Yeah.
Correct. But having said that, it has to be a partnership with the business because the vendors cannot apply on the customer's behalf. It has to be driven by the customer. But we are always there to support. Ultimately, we want a win-win for all the parties involved. And of
Yes.
course, to keep the regulators happy.
Yeah. Can I move to another question about the implementation? Sometimes we say that cloud contact center is easy to implement. So actually, how long it takes for implementing the cloud contact center, especially for the specific industry, so maybe like insurance, banking, for a small contact center may be very fast, but for certain industries, and what is actually challenge to implement the cloud contact center? Ibu Endang mau start, or Justin, or us?
Ladies first, Ibu Endang.
Oh, okay.
Untuk yang
Ladies.
for basic contact center, it could be as fast as 1 month, right?
Yeah. 1 month, ya Bu ya.
Providing all those third-party hardware ada available, yeah. It could be as fast as 1 month for omni-channels, right?
I see.
The one that gets it longer is when you have backend integration and you have different specific call flow that you are changing, right? So if you have a fixed call flow and then the backend integration is already been defined, if it is something that is we have connector already, so it could be as soon as 1 month.
So they need to prepare the call flow hardware. What hardware they need to provide?
Gateway, kalaupun mau hybrid, then harus ada server buat recordingnya.
Server for recording, gateway, computer for agent. Any advice, specification for the computer for agent?
I think whatever running right now, it is. We don't have any advice for that
No specific
specifically.
requirement. Yeah.
But if you need one, I could probably provide you
I
later.
see. Okay. Do they need bigger screen because you have so many information?
Because it's you don't need to open too many applications, right? With WebEx Contact Center Agent Desktop, right? All those information is going to be there. So you don't need to have as big of a screen that to make sure that the agent is not going to be stressed out with the application to open, right? So a regular screen should be sufficient.
I see. So they can use it a notebook as well to run application.
Definitely. And one of the things related with agents, right? The technology on WebEx, even though they are close together, the noise reduction and surrounding conversation is not gonna be bother the agent, because it's not gonna be passed through to your customer because of that technology, the noise reduction.
I see.
So you need to have a headset that has a noise reduction, because the WebEx application can do that already.
You provide the headset as well?
Headsets available for CISCO. So that's the difference between CISCO and NICE.
we don't have headset.
Yeah, okay. And then you mentioned in your presentation, Bu Endang, regarding Microsoft Teams, yeah. You mentioned Microsoft Teams combined with the WebEx. Actually, why you still need Microsoft Teams? Or it just facilitate to integration?
No, sometimes agent needs to know, escalate it to experts, right?
I see.
And for you to know which experts available for them to escalate to, that information on Teams or even WebEx is going to be very helpful.
Okay, so you combine both the solution, WebEx and Microsoft Teams into one there, yeah.
Yes, for expert escalation.
Okay. Best to Justin, how long it to implement? Nice.
Sure. Okay. Yes, I captured a few questions that you're asking earlier, so I'll try to address them. In terms of how long does it take for cloud deployment to happen? Actually, arguably, cloud deployment happens very quickly, right? The one that normally takes a lot longer is like what Ibu Endang said, capturing all the business requirement, what they need, the integration points, etc. Case in point, during the period when pandemic hit, we actually helped Toyota Financial, which has about 3,000 agents, migrate across to the cloud platform and you won't believe it, 2 weeks. All right.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not something that I recommend customers to do, but it's something that is possible, because for cloud, it's a matter of turning on the functionality. What we've worked with customers on, for those who have very tight timelines, is we develop something called an MVP. That's your minimum viable product that you want to go out to market with to start capturing all the new channels. Well, we following the MVP, we add on the additional capabilities. What's the integration that you want? What's the automation that you want? Things like that. So if timeline is a concern, tie down what the MVP is first, and then we look at everything else in phase 2. Right? But if a timeline can be defined, then we capture the requirement quickly, get the user to sign off the user requirement document or the BRS, and then after that we execute it. You had a question around, do we need a bigger screen? Just now you mentioned also financial customers. On the average, banking customers has about 12 different applications that they need to open up for the agent to access all the different screens. Cloud will not take that away. Cloud may consolidate some of it. It may consolidate CRM into the agent desktop. It may consolidate your knowledge base into the agent desktop. But a lot of core banking applications still run on legacy platform. From NICE perspective, how we deal with it is from our solution portfolio, we have something called a virtual assistant that can automate a lot of these processes on behalf of the agent. So while the screens are open in the background, the agent doesn't really need to see it and access it. They just focus on the agent desktop, and we have the agent assistant helping the agent automate those processes.
I see. You want to add S?
Sure. Sure. So to add a comment to that as well. So what the virtual agent does as well, it also has a big impact to the overall operations of the business, because suddenly your handle times are lower because there's a lot of additional tasks that are being managed by the virtual agent as well, right? And then, as Justin has mentioned, one of the big capabilities that we've launched out in 2023 is our knowledge platform as well. And that sits in the single desktop. So agents don't need to click into different platforms for knowledge management and so forth. All the information is surfaced to them. But what also is quite unique is the AI engine that sits beneath our CX1 platform will sense what the key topics of discussion are in that conversation and pull that information to the agent. So he has it all in front of him without clicking into different places. So efficiency also improves as well. Yeah.
Okay. How about the training for the maybe supervisor, team leader, or even IT support in contact center? Do you provide as well for them to customize their solution?
Yes, we do. Sorry, and go ahead.
Yeah, so yes, the platform is going to be up and running, ready for service within a month. But then those trainings should be available on day one, right? Making sure that when the platform is ready, your agent and your supervisor are being able to use the platform. There's gonna be some differences, but it should not be major.
Okay. And maybe 1 or 2 day they are familiar with that one.
Yes, so 1 week training should be sufficient, and then it's usually conducted by MSI.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your local partner will deliver that one. Yeah. How about NICE?
Yeah, so finally, we see training from 2 angles. One is the usage training by the agent. So typically, the implementation partner can work with the customer to deliver that training. So that's on the what the interface, the desktop will look like, where the buttons are, the functionality are. The other training, which is more important for the contact center agents, training around product and knowledge, right? So one of the gaps that we see, and not just us, probably the attendees on this call as well, is the turnover for the contact center, right? And that can be typically quite high. So training is something that is very important for the agents, but for a supervisor, it's more important to identify what are the areas that need to be trained, right? So a blanket training is good for new joiners to the company, but once they start the work, training has to be specific and targeted to the areas that they are weak in. So we use tools and technology to identify that based on the way they handle the interaction with the customer. But at the same time, we don't put the onus all on the agent, right? We use tools and technology to provide assistance to the agent as well. So during a call, during a live call, the virtual assistant can start prompting the agent if they identify things that the customer is asking for. They can pull out the right knowledge article and present it to the agent so they don't have to go to another page to search. It can also provide or ensure compliance for the business to look out for key things that the agent should or should not be saying. Tools and technology can actually do that. So the agent, at times, there's too many things on the mind, too many things to look at. They may forget to say something or ask something, right? Or they may say the wrong thing. So if that happens, we have tools to detect that as well, that can ensure that the agent continues to remain in compliance.
I see. Actually, what is the most challenging when we implementing this cloud contact center?
The biggest challenge when it comes to cloud contact center, it can be as basic or as fundamental as connectivity. So you want to ensure that connectivity is something key that gets looked at upfront, right? Because you may think that, connectivity is straightforward, right? It's just a chunks to the telco. There's actually quite a bit involved at the back as well, right? So you want to make sure from a connectivity standpoint, we take that out of the equation. The other bigger challenge that I see is on the user side, because the cloud contact center has so many features and capabilities. The users always want a lot and want more, but we always try to say, let's be realistic, right? Let's lock in the MVP, the minimum viable product. Otherwise, the project, you can never get it started because everybody wants something, right? So lock in the MVP first, sign off the user requirement so the project deployment can start. And then when it comes to the execution, it's actually pretty straightforward. For example, when we cut over Grab in Indonesia, it was just a one-night event. There wasn't even any downtime or failure after that. That's how reliable the cloud is, because it's working already for other customers. To us as a vendor, it's just turning it on for you, right? You want to join the cloud contact center? I turn it on as you are a new customer, you are on it, but it's already working, right?
Okay.
So it's not like the past where you build on-prem or private type setup, where you need to build your UAT, your SIT to make sure you test this is working, that's working, and then you finally have the confidence to go live. For us, we know that it works. Once you lock in the requirement, we tie down the MVP, we decide on, okay, when's the go live cut over. We liaise with the telco, or the partner liaises with the telco to swing the lines over. After that, the cut over should be fairly seamless, like what we did for Grab.
Okay, but you still have the UAT process, right?
Yes, we still do it to ensure that whatever that we want to go live with is tested and is working, but it's to give the customers the confidence. Where I was coming from is when you build a on-prem or private type setup, UAT is one system, and then your production is another system. So it's actually different systems that you are testing on. If it's a cloud platform, it's still the same system. So your UAT, your production is still the same system. If you test it works in the UAT, very likely it will work in the production as well.
I see. So immediately when you test it is same with the cloud and the development and the live. Okay, how about you, Endang?
Sama aja Pak. Jadi summarizing the requirement, locking all those feature and functionality is very key. Jadi everybody is on the same page, right? On what's expected out of these services. Tapi yang dibilangin tadi mengenai tentang connectivity is one thing. When you are speaking about cloud-based contact center, semuanya lewat IP. All those, sometimes in some of the customers, kadang-kadang teleponnya masuk tapi keluarnya nggak kedengeran and stuff like that, and all those security and stuff like that has to be discussed from the beginning. So we have the standard format on what's need to be presented to the IT, what are the ports that need to be turned on and stuff like that, making sure that during the implementation we don't see a problem on application not running properly in that network.
Okay. It seems that time flies too fast. and we almost 11 o'clock this morning, and no question from the participant. Maybe they want to ask question, but it seems that there is no question here. Yeah, so we want to use these last 10 minutes to give you opportunity to say conclude all discussion. I have so many questions, but it seems that it's very good discussion during this time. So I give a chance to say something before we close, we end.
Let me just go first.
Okay, or you say, yeah, so something, go ahead.
Oke, so yang saya mau jelaskan adalah solusi contact center itu bisa as complex as possible or as simple as possible, karena banyak banget functionality yang bisa di add into the contact center. Ya, dengan cloud-based solution, all this functionality itu udah integrated. Ya, and then we need to make sure. Jadi bukan yang harus tambah-tambahkan lagi. Ya, banyak functionality yang udah available. All those omni-channel fields and likes-nya udah ada di situ. Reporting-nya udah integrated. So you might wanna leverage this, ya. Jadi dengan solusi Webex Contact Center itu bisa membantu bisnis teman-teman supaya bisa addressing your current challenges dengan communicating with your customer dengan mudah, karena intelijensinya itu ada. Dan as much as possible kita akan memberikan informasi yang cukup buat agentnya supaya bisa menjawab query-nya dengan cepat. Artinya adalah pas lagi call itu landed ke agentnya bisa menjawab dengan cepat, OPEX-nya itu bakalan terjaga. Karena kita tahu semua concern dari contact center adalah operational dari agentnya jangan sampai terlalu tinggi. Ya, pas lagi bisnisnya naik, nambahin agentnya jangan terlalu banyak atau kayak gimana ya. So dengan teknologi ini itu bisa addressing itu. Kenapa? Karena seperti saya bilang tadi, kita akan addressing end-to-end customer journey, di mana teman-teman bisa melakukan proactive reach out, ya, memberikan informasi langsung ke customer pas lagi penting, sehingga tidak membutuhkan your customer reaching out to your contact center. Pas lagi your customer reach out to your contact center bisa dilakukan dengan self-service dulu, ya. They can reach out to your contact center with the channel that they prefer, right? And then bisa diaddress dengan self-service dulu. Kalau ternyata self-service-nya masih belum menjawab juga, dan bisa dieskalasi ke agent. Agentnya punya konteks tentang customer tersebut. Ya, di any of this touch point, the platform bisa melakukan cross-sell and upsell melalui bot ataupun melalui agent. Ya, jadi membuat customer engagement bisa menjadi lebih complete, dan contact center bisa digunakan sebagai backbone komunikasi with your customer, bukan hanya untuk complaint handling aja, tapi juga untuk cross-sell and upsell.
I see.
Gitu, Pak.
Okay, thank you, Bu Endang.
Waktunya Pak Andri.
Justin?
Okay, sure. I'll say a few words and then I'll hand it over to Ash. I think first and foremost, thank you, Pak Andy, for organizing this and for the attendees to join in the call today. I hope you all managed to take away something useful. At the end of the day, what I wanted to say is you're working with global leaders here, right? NICE, CISCO, we're not small players. We know what we're doing, and globally we do have a lot of experience. So if you have a business requirement, chances are we have something that we can address. So today's session, it's a bit more of an education for the attendees, but to me, it's only the beginning of the conversation. So let's continue the conversation. Of course, we're happy to support you. I'll hand it over to Ash, who has more things to say about the Indonesia side.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Justin. And again, just to echo what Justin has said, thanks again to Pa Andy for arranging the session, and to everybody else that has joined us on today's call as well, right? As I mentioned at the start of my discussion, we had a very interesting point in time where consumer behaviors are changing, technology is changing, the way we communicate is changing, right? And Indonesia is a market where this has come surface to the top. There's a very big interest and demand for this. So as mentioned, you've got a team of experts from CISCO, from NICE, with global expertise, eager to work with you, hold you, and guide you and coach you through your transformation program. So this is just the beginning. We'll be more than welcome to engage with each one of you on the call today and really go into the next level of detail and show you what is possible, what is capable as well. And as we've mentioned, we work closely ensuring we in line with the OJK requirements, but driving transformation for your business. So I'm sure everybody on the call has our contact details. Please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to support you. And with that said, thank you again for attending today's session.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Bu Endang. Actually, I really want to see it live, the solution, where we can, if is it possible, we visit some of your customer to see it, how it works, something like that. Yeah, we are planning to go to Malaysia and Thailand next week for Thailand, and next month for Malaysia. Hopefully, if you have some reference that we can see how it looks like, or even we can visit Singapore to see how it's live. Is very nice to know how the cloud contact center solution work for the customer. Maybe I don't want you to mention Indonesia market because this is educational, but maybe later on we can discuss how it cloud contact center implemented for customer in Indonesia. Okay, again, thank you for all the participants. We make it very sharp time, 11 o'clock. We start 9 and visit at 11 o'clock. Of course, thank you very much for Bu Endang from for CISCO and Master System, Justin Low and Ash Sammi, yeah, from NICE. I think your Master System is as well your business partner, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes, that's correct.
yeah, so Master System today is working closely with CISCO and NICE. Thank you much. Yeah, thank you very much, and give applause to all the speaker. Thank you.
Makasih banyak Pak Andi. Makasih.
Okay.
Terima kasih, Pak Andi. Thank you.
Terima kasih, As. Thank you, Justin, Bu Endang. Hope to see you next speaking slot.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Pak Andi.
You, Justin and Ash. Bye.
Thank you also for
Bye-bye.
Kirich to provide this Zoom solution. Kirich is a vendor for Zoom solution. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you all the team. Thank you, Kirich, to provide this Zoom solution. Yeah. See you next time. Can we leave now? We cannot
Sure,
see all
Pandi.
participants. So